He's watching TV.
She watches it.
He looks big.
Okay.
Wow.
Who's the facilitator today?
Okay. Well, where is it? Here we go. Dinner bell. Norm facilitate. Kim wanted us to go over the pepper effect and just kind of talk about for 10 minutes. She said 10 minutes. If someone set a timer. So we even talked about how we had to focus on the mission statement today, and 10 minutes was it. So 10 minutes.
For the
Our
whole meeting?
timekeeper?
No,
for
for
the pepper effect.
That's
So we
it.
can talk about this for a while.
We could.
So when we're ready, I will begin the timer whenever
So-
you're ready.
Go ahead and start the timer.
Okay. It is started.
We were supposed to read to the end.
The interlude.
The first interlude.
The first interlude.
We're supposed to read through the first interlude to chapter 4.
Perfect, thank you.
Mhm.
We in the same spot for third grade, or is it the second
We're reading for the second interlude for
or third? Okay, cool. Good.
All right,
So,
Carly,
yeah.
start us off.
Who would like to start?
I'm trying to remember, because we talked briefly about it last time.
Does
Did we
anybody
just
know
talk
where we
about-
I thought we talked about it, and then she said we didn't have to do any more reading for this one.
That's what,
I thought did we talk through chapters 2 and 3 in the interlude?
I'm pretty sure we did.
yeah,
I mean, one time it's crazy.
Oh,
I had not gotten a book at that point.
a lot of people hadn't gotten a book.
Oh,
And so-
I wasn't here at the last one.
But I mean, I'm
And then
sure
we
there's
had a
people here
lot-
that wasn't here
We had
before.
people that are here now that weren't here last time, and people
Right.
that are missing from last time. I mean, I think this is a completely different group, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say the video is on the Canvas course for those that missed it that would like to go back and watch it and hear our discussion on it.
Yeah,
We had a lot of good discussion last time
hmm
we did.
about the book, especially.
We talked about visible listening.
We also talked about it's in chapter 3 on page 21. I have it underlined, like the world is becoming a place where we are called to see beyond ourselves, and schools are doing innovative things to inspire students to get in tune with the world. And I think like our rebranding team, like that's a good step in the right direction where we're thinking of not just our school, like this little tiny thing, but we're thinking about Dalton, thinking about how we're going to affect the community, how our
Thinking
students can
big
affect the
picture.
world, the big picture.
Thinking long-term for our students as well, like where they go beyond this place.
Yes.
and The impact it makes. We also talked about carving out breathing space.
A white
And,
space.
Just like building those relationships up with our colleagues and just, I don't know, building that foundation, the relationship foundations. It's not just work, but we're also human and we need that interaction, really more than ever now, so.
Yeah.
Talk about Celebrate Mondays.
That was one thing that I liked because, and as I kept reading, obviously throughout past the interlude, it really got to my attention that I was like, okay, I could, probably be a little more peppy in the mornings when my kids come in the room and, this and that, which I mean, it's not that I'm not peppy anyways, but, that one of my goals is to, say hello to every student as they walk in the classroom. And I have been accomplishing that, whether it's a good morning, how are you, how's your morning, just because that's their first interaction with you that day, and that can make or break the day for them.
And I think it's so important amongst our school as well to do that with the other
Mhm.
teachers. Because it sets the tone for the morning. I don't know. I'm one that will say good morning, and
Yeah.
I think back to those that do not say good morning back, and it's kind of like,
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll even say, like,
I know, right?
like one morning I was making my coffee and running copies, and she was in there. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name.
It's okay, it's Catalan.
Okay. And she was like, good morning, how are you? And I was like, I'm good, how are you? And we just had like a full blown conversation for like 10 minutes.
That's nice.
And so it was like, getting to know each other, like, what do you teach? And so it was pretty awesome with that. But I feel like that goes back to building that relationship. And
And I think that'll help, that also helps change the mood amongst the school as well.
mhm.
I think the music
Oh,
has
it is
helped
too.
in the
Music
morning,
does help.
like at car duty, and I can see a big difference because I had car duty last year in the mornings. And just seeing the difference in how it's made us feel, or especially me, and you almost kind of feel like moving, and then I don't know, it just makes you a little more peppy and talkative, and I can see a huge difference. Now we get parents that wave, and a lot of these parents don't even hardly interact with their kids, much less us, so
Yeah,
I
they
think we
drop them
can-
off and they're on their phone and they just
I
slow
know.
down. And I remember that from when I used to do car duty.
Does it play outside? I mean,
It plays
I
outside.
didn't know
Well,
We
that.
have
their own
like,
music
outside. It's a
more
different music.
more funky
so
music.
Oh,
Kids bop in the
Well, I mean,
morning.
even the,
That's what, I love that.
the mellow music.
Are y'all jamming out outside?
We are
Is
jamming.
it different?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I gotta come out there.
Well, I mean, like,
I was trying to think.
on the third grade
I can sleep
hall
with the
in the
other one. That's
mornings,
why I
if you
wanted
just
to say
casually
that.
walk down the third grade hall,
It's a party.
you work
Yeah.
through, you walk by
Cool.
Carly's room and it's a party in there, and then you
Yeah.
walk by Elizabeth's room and it's
Yeah.
a party,
Yeah.
and then April's room is a party, and then my room is a party, and I mean, just like we all have different things like going on in the mornings to like, get our students going and
Well,
pepped
even the
up.
mellow music in the morning gets me.
Yeah,
up.
it does. It does, I know.
It-
makes us start. When
it
you
makes
put
me
it
wanna
on,
fall
I'm like,
asleep.
"Go."
Well, and I
It
think
makes
that's
me
something we have to be
sleepy.
mindful of, is like, not everybody's the same. So
Yeah.
some people are more, like, you can
Yeah.
look around the afternoon, like me, by the afternoon, I'm dead. I
Yeah.
don't wanna be messed with, but some people are just coming out of their shell at that
That's
time. So
true.
I think it's,
Yeah.
nobody's positive or negative because they're not a morning person.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
people like a soft start, like, come in, let me
True.
focus. So I think it's more the mindset of just, like, let's just be respectful of everybody and their differences, because some people just like the mellow.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
that's
I
how
get
high,
motivated to
like,
get
I call
here,
it
though.
preheating.
Yeah,
He's
he's
always had to
lovely.
preheat,
Yeah.
like, and so some people do have to preheat, so I guess that's maybe one thing to think about with this team, is just that everybody can just do them, like.
Yeah.
I like it.
I was kind of looking through it, what we've talked about in the past, on page 15, and last time we only discussed the forward. So, because I was back to the notes.
Okay.
Oh.
So on page 15, it has this, listen acronym. You guys can read through all that, but I think that should be like the forefront of what this group is about. Just listening to each other, looking for gifts that each other has, inviting other colleagues that share gifts with us, strategize a plan, take risks, to be bold and creative. I know that's something we harp on, I think, every time. And then third grade, no, like this group, and then third grade as well, taking risks and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
we're always down to take a risk. I'm
to
like,
be
I'll do
bold
it.
and creative. And then enjoying the process and then making it happen. I think that's just a good little push for us. I'll talk the whole time if no one stops.
Love it.
I don't think so.
I'm trying to find some stuff. Hang on, it's been a while since I've read all
Also
this.
marked on page 7, those questions, and marked it for rebranding. Just to talk about what's great about our school, and I feel like this ties right into the work we're doing here. And I don't know, it just continues to like show that what we're doing is making a difference in the right direction, and goes along with this book perfectly.
I have that marked for rebranding too, and I like those 3 questions, and I think that should also be a focus here with the school, because like right now we're doing the vision and mission, but like you should see this list that keeps growing that I talked to Hannah about when we were trying to form this team, and it's like what's great about our school, what do we need to work on together to grow our school, how can I serve and support, but like little things like bringing back the plaque that shows who was teacher of the year for the last however many years Hannah can remember. I only know 3. You know, but just like little things like that, taking pride in our school and what's so great about it, because and I can't even remember everything that's on that list right now. My mind's still going.
Even those teacher pictures you talked about. Like,
Yeah,
that would
the
be
teacher
awesome, because the
pictures.
school's so
Yeah.
big, and
Yeah.
I have mine in a drawer. I was gonna use it at my funeral.
Mine's, I know, the first ones that Jen.
Oh my
gosh. That's we got married, we had a group.
I wouldn't use mine. I don't like it.
I like mine.
Yeah,
Mine's in a
Uh-huh.
There's a school that does that like you walk in, it's an elementary school. I can't remember which one. Is it Blue Ridge? I want to say there's another one too. Like when you walk in though, all of the pictures of the faculty and everything is up in
We did
there.
have that, right?
Somebody
We walked
turned
in
that timer,
and
got
the
painted
kids got
over.
to all go,
Shucks.
oh.
Yeah.
Okay, unfortunately, our time is up.
thank you for being a timekeeper.
You're welcome. Shut your butt.
Appreciate it. We could talk about the book the whole time. So now we'll
We
talk
have a
about,
new reading assignment.
Okay.
Did that get covered? I don't know if you.
No.
Not yet. Let's read to the next interlude.
Well,
That
if
work?
we're only gonna have 10 minutes to talk about it, do we want to go to the next interlude? Because that's a big chunk of.
Well, if we get a lot of mission work done today, we can take more time next time too.
Or we could just do chapters 4 and 5.
did this group only read the first?
Yeah, we only read to the first interlude for this group. And then next group, for tomorrow we read.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like for this group, they read chapters 4 and 5.
Okay.
I don't care.
Does that work?
Chapters 4 and 5 of the paper effect in order.
Okay. Not backwards like I read.
Read it backwards, it might have a hidden meaning.
I know you did that. Last night, because I was like,
That's what
I
we need to do. Maybe we missed the whole point.
Hey, there's only one more chapter before the next interlude though. So
I
if
read
you just-
magazines backwards.
Me too.
I'm very
so
strange.
if y'all do 4 and 5, you'd only have 6 and then the next interlude.
Stuff I read kind of backwards. It's because we think of ourselves, our brain is.
That's it. I'm glad you said it like that.
I'm impressed.
Don't be impressed. I don't think it's a gift.
I have a student
Oh,
that
it's a
can hear
gift.
right this year.
It's a problem.
Oh, what am I doing?
4 and 5, you'd only have 6 until the next interlude.
It's at the end.
Hello.
Okay. Here is our Canvas page and the different themes that it will load. That everyone has. Oh. Did everyone get a chance to read over this? What was posted?
Kind of, yeah.
I think I
Sort of,
posted
yeah.
mine in the wrong place.
So I know some people aren't here today that posted, but we have lots of good ideas. Are there any that like really stood out to people? Any?
Cushman, this is too wordy, but welcome to my brain. I love that.
Do maybe want to go through and read the ones that were posted and
Yeah.
get our thoughts on that?
Okay.
I definitely posted my idea in the wrong discussion, but it's fine.
Go post it now real quick and we'll get there in a second.
Okay.
Hannah, do you want to read yours out loud? It's right here, or do you want me to read it?
Let me see if I can find it. We will strive to meet the physical, emotional, social, academic, and creative needs of our children through a variety of opportunities and experiences. And then I replied to myself.
You know, I saw that. I was like,
Well, I just keep like,
am I missing a thread?
it's just, I thought of more, so then I put, our school will be a safe, comforting, and fun place to be. Our children will know it's a place they can thrive now, and will know it's always a place they can come back to. For example, you know, some of our kids may be first in their family to go to college. They don't know how to do financial aid, or they need help with an application or a reference. Like, they know that they can always come back to us no matter what. And then also just kind of being goofy, thinking somehow we could tie in the word prosper and then cat it up to be Hallsper.
Anyway, so like,
Reading Lisa's, she said provide opportunities and experiences for children to have real world connections to their learning so they can begin to see how to fit into the community world as they go into their future. So that's kind of like a similar idea to you, just worded different.
Holly, do you want to read yours?
Oh Lord, mine, y'all, I don't know.
You're good. This is space.
Just provide opportunities and experiences for children to have real world connections within their learning, as well as build their confidence and learn from their mistakes made in order to become contributing citizens to their community. I just threw that out there. It was not.
I like it. You're good. Kim, would you like to read yours?
So I piggybacked off of what Hannah did. I called her first before I posted it to let her know I was feeling the first part. We will strive to meet the physical, emotional, social, academic, and creative needs of our children by empowering our students, providing opportunities of hope, and celebrating successes.
Yeah,
It's your turn to read.
Our mission is to cultivate and support lifelong learners with a global and diverse readiness while fostering service, student success, social and emotional well-being, and creativity.
It's okay.
And I'll read Lisa's. We will strive to provide opportunities for our children to make real world connections and allow them to thrive academically, physically, social, emotionally, and creatively, building confidence through a freedom to fail environment.
So is there any that really stand out or parts that you like of some?
They're all good.
Carly
They're all
posted.
good.
Carly, read yours.
Oh, yeah, Carly. Early reading.
We are committed to providing endless possibilities for our students to achieve academically, emotionally, and socially. Our vision as a school is for all children to feel loved, respected, and encouraged to develop to their fullest potential as lifelong learners.
Everybody held on to opportunities and experiences, and I know that came from like our former one, but the staff had input, into that, so that really did come from us, even though it was back then and not necessarily all the present people now, but that seems to be an ongoing theme throughout all those that everybody kind of held on to, the words opportunity and experiences. And then I heard hope, service, possibilities go forward, celebrate successes, and then the word lifelong. Because we were all kind of saying the same.
Yeah, it's the same things.
I mean, we all those all encompassing Maslow's hierarchy of needs for our kids, but somehow if we could tie in those words, like.
I like the simplicity of the first one that we had come up with. Just simply because it said everything, without sounding, educationally, yeah. I don't even know really how to say it, but I don't know, I feel like everyone, our parents, our
It's something you can
community.
memorize and say, and repeat.
It's just simple.
It just makes it easier.
Well, but it also says so much.
Yeah.
It says so much, but not in so many words.
Are y'all talking about the vision or the?
I think
The vision.
Yeah.
I like how, we have the physical, emotional, social, academic, creative, but I know that's a lot too. I don't know if I don't know how you push that into.
Like the whole child, the whole everything.
I like the-
Some word that
yeah.
means that.
I like the
Well,
vision being like so
well
short.
Yeah, stuff like that. I mean, words like that.
I feel like the mission is where I think it's because we want as teachers to do it all, like we want to.
So let's ask ourselves, how are we gonna explore endless possibilities?
Well, I like the word opportunity because I think elementary kids, for me, once they get to middle school and high school, they're gonna gear into what either they're gifted at or what they like. Elementary kids don't even know what that is yet. And that's why everybody kind of participates, you know? That's why, like, if you were gonna have a school play, it's whoever wanted to be in it, because you don't even know where your talent is. So we don't even know where these kids' talents lie yet. And so I love the word opportunity.
I love something Holly said about building up their, like their self-esteem. What did you say about,
Confidence.
yeah, their confidence? Because especially like in pre-K, we've got some at the beginning, you know, that want, and then they're like, they will rule the school by the time they get there.
So how are you, keep going back, how are you gonna build confidence? Like, what's the how, because that's the mission.
Yeah.
How are you gonna get there? So
How
how are you
showing
gonna
them what's possible.
Supporting
They
them.
don't even
How?
know what's
Like,
possible.
So keep going. How?
Encouraging.
Sorry.
We're gonna also hold
Drill us.
them.
Like how? Answer the
We're
question.
going to hold them to a really high standard too, because we have to hold them to high standards.
But you have to let them, don't stifle the child, as my father's famous saying was, and let them make the mistake and tell them it is okay, because we make them too. But don't be scared to try the things. And you have to let them know that you.
So
think
what does
it's
that look like in
okay.
a school?
Student-centered lifelong learners.
What did you say?
Student-centered lifelong learners.
Can we write that down?
That's so much on how.
Like, how, are you gonna create a safe environment? How, like,
Yeah,
how,
what if
like,
they
what?
Lead by example, like show them.
Okay.
So like, how are they gonna explore opportunities, experiences?
Hands-on.
Open door or open, like, open lines of communication. We're gonna be there for them and not sitting there telling them, you have to walk in a straight line and you have to be quiet and you have to listen to me.
Be so
Something, I don't know how to word that.
Would you say you cut out?
Yeah, freedom. Freedom to be.
Again, opportunity coming up.
Yeah, I think it's, I think that's an important word.
But I also like that we talked about, you know, preparing for their future. I mean, really beyond what they even dream, you know, they don't even know their dreams yet.
That's, because we get into sometimes with elementary, like, what are you gonna be when you grow up? And they're like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
And they're not,
It's not developmentally approved, so like, how are we gonna show them possibilities in a developmentally appropriate?
It's the confidence thing. It goes back to that 100%.
well, I mean, when I empty cars in the morning, you know, and there is an inch thick of trash and the kids are stepping over it, I think about them entering the building and growing academically so that they can grow up to not have a car that way and not live in poverty and to have good jobs and be contributing members of society. So I hope when they walk in this building that they don't have to, so they can break cycles.
I totally agree. That's my whole thing right now with these devices. Like, I know you want a game on it, but what's gonna get you out of your cycle? Education. What's your tool to get out of education? That device right now. So I totally agree. They gotta break the cycle. So how, I mean, that's like, and that's our big question, I guess, at ages 5 through 11. Like, we are laying the foundation, really creating the love to keep learning, you know, like
Exploring their interests. I don't want to use the word passion because then it's like, could be like, hard, but, I just kind of jotted one down right quick. It says that we are committed to creating opportunities to explore there, and we can shoot to children if we want to, physical, emotional, social, and creative interests. Well, I thought, so I was trying to think of a word that I could end it with, but I didn't know if that was like answering your how question.
Kapua
'Cause
said
it's
the
just not an
mission.
opportunity, it's by their focus.
Sorry, I didn't
No,
mean to cut
okay.
you off. I'm bad about that. She said the mission of City Park is to foster the path of endless possibilities through empowerment, hope, and love while meeting the physical, emotional, social, academic, and creative needs of all Panthers.
I like how she included Panthers and.
Safe.
Can you read it one more time?
All I did was reword Kim and Hannah's. I just cheated.
I cheated. She said,
Well, so we all keep going back, we're saying the
Yeah.
same,
But, yeah.
like we're all saying the same.
It's very
Thing.
similar to that,
But it's
but I
116.
think it brings up more,
116.
Like engaging.
So that can all be erased because it was from December.
So empowerment, engagement.
Let me go get it. I'll go get it. Don't use your mouth. It'll be
well,
right.
the mission is simple, but the
Yeah.
mission is
I
like,
think there's
how are we
some
gonna get
hanging
there?
up behind
So
that
that's what we're talking about.
paper
now,
right there.
mission.
That's what I'm saying. You know, we're trying to make it more simple.
Well, and,
Oh, there's a marker, but I don't
How you
see
get
it.
there.
well,
Yeah,
and think about
it's a lot
Chick-fil-A,
deeper
okay,
than
so
that.
think about
So are we
Chick-fil-A.
trying to make it more simple though?
What
That's
does
what I'm
Chick-fil-A
saying.
want you to do? They want you to
I
eat
just
more
thought the
chicken.
mission.
How are they gonna do that?
Gonna provide us some chicken.
They're gonna provide customer service, like they're all about, what's their mission really? It is about chicken, but it's also
My
about customer
pleasure.
service. My pleasure. The customers also, how do they get you to eat more chicken? They have high quality customer service. So how are we gonna explore possibilities?
We're gonna have high quality
Around
customer
customer
service. High quality student service.
We do have that red color, so makes you eat.
I
more.
mean,
Go for it.
When it's raining, they have those things over there. That's what.
Go for it and foster.
What is it?
The what? So I wrote down, we will create a love of learning by providing endless possibilities for our children. Because I realized whoever said that, I stole that from her.
Empowerment, yeah. I think it was,
Color.
she said she got it from Kim and then Hannah, and then she just threw some stuff in there, and that's how we working
That's like
over
a-
here.
Strong word.
Giving them the power.
What about giving them the ability to dream, achieve, and believe?
That's good. Some don't even know to have that ability, because at home they don't, nobody tells them it's okay to have it. And Holly, you tell
Dream,
mom, kids
achieve,
every
and
day, I
believe.
love you,
What
mom.
Dream,
See it in like a chant.
And I tell them, I do that, I do it sporadically to mine. I don't do it like every day.
Foster the path of endless possibilities by leading students to the giving students the ability to that dream, believe, and achieve.
Dream, believe, achieve, or believe?
Dream, believe,
And
achieve.
achieve.
Can you type that out?
Yeah, it sounds good.
I think that, I could seriously see that in some sort of
Sounds
chant.
good.
Okay, that'd be great.
Dream, believe, achieve. Dream,
Yeah,
believe,
like,
achieve.
you know, like you're at the pep rally and they're like, endless
Well, because
possibilities.
you can dream all you want.
Or they're
And if you
like,
don't believe it, and then if you don't believe it, like if you don't do the work, you'll never get there.
well, if you're not empowered though, like if you're not, you know, or like if you don't dream it, you're not gonna believe it. And if you don't do that, you're not gonna achieve it.
What about persevere, since we use that a lot?
Oh, it's kind of like, it's an
Oh, years
arrow.
ago, this whole.
You can,
It's a perseverance.
Here we go, next tattoo. Dream, believe, achieve.
just don't read it backwards.
No, we're gonna.
Don't read it backwards.
We're
Me
gonna
and
do a
Mr.
conference
G.
with that around it.
Figure it
Yeah,
out.
right here.
Right here.
Big on my shoulder.
Because then you would be
Right
achieving
there.
what you're believing that you're dreaming.
Oh no, I forgot about this.
That's kind of a negative later. You read it back.
Well, and don't forget that we still have belief statements.
No, that's the one for that kind of like.
Dream.
Yeah,
love the dream
yeah,
believing
like,
and
because
achieving
beliefs
goals.
lead to your
You
actions,
can-
like.
You can extend those, each of those, you know.
Yes, yeah, that's perfect.
I love
for me.
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We will strive
Trying.
to meet the physical, emotional, here, I'll type it in the chat so everybody can see it.
Chantable.
Yes, I see it.
It is. Mhm.
We
See
could
it.
have it.
ZBA.
We're getting posters made.
Mhm.
I need to, we can read
It could be,
Get my nails
anything
cut.
you
Well,
can
achieve
imagine,
it,
believe in yourself, even
And then
when
you take
things
a
don't
picture
go
of it, jump it
right,
up in the air.
and achieve, you know, beyond your expectations.
creative needs of our children by empowering and then through, or,
No, we just shoved up the two that they kept getting talked about.
oh, okay, I was
And-
just
and
gonna
because
top it for
the-
them.
The top two lines are the same, and then the through and the by empowering are the differences.
So you could change that vision to where City Park is where children can dream, believe, and achieve, instead of being supported.
Yeah.
Ah,
Make that part of your
Dream.
vision instead of. It would just be another option for people to choose. Since we're like opening it to the community.
I saw my name up there. I was like, what did they get in trouble?
Look at that sweet little baby. So sweet.
Yeah, Cozart has her baby and she's just rocking me.
I mean, honestly, this one, like we could just erase this.
That's how I read it.
I like that. How are you gonna do that? Provide a real world experience. How are you gonna do that? Give them opportunities to help. How are you gonna do that? Service projects.
Really need to go cut my nails. Cause every time I type, I'm like having to use the tip right here of my finger. Let me figure out how to do that. Hang on.
So my only reservation about we will strive is like with our mission, it's not that we will strive, we want to do it.
Words.
That makes sense.
Sorry, it's backwards.
What about we are committed instead of strive?
Okay. Commit.
Thank you. I was just having a hard time following what y'all were talking about because I couldn't see anything.
I like empowerment because it implies the development of a relationship.
We commit or we will commit.
We commit, because we do it now.
Sorry.
Or we are committed.
Committed.
So we need to, okay, so this one we're talking about children, and here we say students, so do we need to make them?
I think we need to make a
Mine should be the
match.
same.
I think. Should they be children?
I think children.
Okay, let me say
Yeah,
this.
children,
We
children,
commit
yeah,
to meet the
same.
physical, emotional, social, academic, and creative needs of our children by empowering our students. I think we
By empowering them.
just need by empowering
Empowering
them,
them.
not of our children, by empowering our children. That's,
Yeah, that's a lot.
yeah.
How do we empower them? We provide them with confidence.
Okay, Lauren, I'm gonna tap it or so you can see it again, okay?
See, Anita.
This is the one we've,
Oh, she has, did y'all see what Anita put? This is a different discussion post. All stakeholders will inspire moments of optimism and happiness to create value and make a difference. And so she said, I really want to consider the value aspect.
Instead of me, could we put we commit to that? Well, no.
What we just say.
Well, I suppose.
To value the
value
physical.
That's
to
what I was,
value
but to
the-
me, that didn't make sense, but when I said it out loud.
it does make sense to
We
value.
are committed to value the physical.
We
Well,
commit to
physical, yeah, it's just an
value.
adjective to describe what kind of needs, so
Yeah,
we value their needs.
Yeah.
Like, that's-
So instead of
that's
meet,
okay.
we say value.
I like that.
I'm gonna leave that so we'll remember that, I'm gonna strike through.
Okay, this is just my OCD, but should emotional and social be flipped? We usually hear SEL, social emotional. Okay, good.
Well, and think about,
But see, for me, value is very different
Yeah.
than need.
Yeah.
And just because I
Subjective.
value it doesn't mean I'm gonna
Subjective.
meet it.
That's,
So,
Subjective.
that's as soon as I read it, I was like, I think I would have, because we may not meet it, but we value it,
Right.
like, I don't know, but I do like value.
It sounds good, but it's
But-
really, I don't know if it means
I don't
anything.
think it has the same meaning.
To me, though.
Doesn't.
Value
It
sounds
does
more
seem more
meaningful
personal.
than me. It sounds cold.
But it
value-
doesn't,
Especially in
but
sandwich.
it doesn't meet the same
Criteria,
criteria.
What about a
because
T?
it could be different for you than it is for me,
I know.
so that's the problem. with it.
What
You can
value?
Yeah, and
something,
it's not,
I can value education, but if I don't do the work, then I can value it all day long. I've gotta meet the
so
requirements.
is this a word we need to look at, like needs? Because when you hear needs, that negative connotation, like needs indicates a deficiency. Like, I mean, I don't know, like, so maybe that's the word that needs to, like, what do we? It may not be, because what is my way home?
And they are needs, our children need.
We commit to meeting them physically, emotionally, socially, academically. Do we want to change it that way? I don't know. Physically sounds weird.
What if we say developmental? It comes all of them.
Yeah.
Just trying to lay them all out there, I mean. That's a big encompassing word.
The developing needs of all learners.
I mean, I just think we have to be a school that places such high stress on academic, I wouldn't want to lose that part. Because like you said, it's education that's gonna get them out.
And that creative piece, if we're going that direction, I think creative. I think we keep going back to those words every time. Going back in there. Everybody seems to be coming back in there.
Take a commercial break. I'm pretty thankful for the business world. Oh, no. Sometimes it helps. Examples. So, the mission statement of Chick-fil-A is to be
Are you
America's
hungry?
best quick service restaurant. To glorify God by being a faithful steward of all that is entrusted to us.
Say that again.
The mission of Chick-fil-A is pretty much the same mission as any big or small restaurant chain in the United States. So ours is gonna be the same as pretty much any school in the United States. The Chick-fil-A mission statement is, be America's best quick service restaurant. To glorify God, being a faithful steward of all that is entrusted to you. And to have a positive influence on all who come into contact.
Could we say something like we are committed to providing support to meet their physical, emotional, social, academic, and creative needs?
There's some, I just found this on some possible school mission statements.
So I've been helping my niece. She lives in Dallas and she has 2 little kids and she's trying to find a school. So it's kind of interesting to see her look at these school websites that she has absolutely nothing, she doesn't know anything about. And like as an outsider, she really reads those vision and mission statements. And I've been looking at them with her and some of them are really crappy and their websites are crappy. And then it's hard for her to like think about moving into that neighborhood. And if I were moving into this neighborhood and I was reading that, I would want to know that our school is providing the highest academic and creative needs for my child. So no, I would like a.
The opportunities rather than needs, what would the word, you know, you were saying the word, how you say needs something or negative. Don't know.
Oh, gosh.
Just changing that one word to something like necessities or opportunities or somewhere besides needs.
Here's one that says, our school promotes a safe, orderly, caring, and supportive environment. Each student's self-esteem is fostered by positive relationships with students and staff. We strive to have our parents, teachers, and community members actively involved in our students' learning.
It's long, but it's good.
I mean, that's
Another one,
just,
I think it's on kind of the same website. We will maintain high expectations and promote academic excellence for all students. We will create and support a school environment in which all children and adults feel welcomed, respected, trusted, and an important part of the school. We will create an environment where we can learn together and support each other.
Our mission almost like thinks beyond our school. I feel like ours is like thinking all about their future.
Kapua wants to know if we can use growth instead of needs. We commit to value the physical, emotional, social, and academic and creative growth of our children.
So we commit to fostering the physical, emotional, social, academic, and creative needs of our children. Or not needs, I'm sorry, creative growth of our children. I don't know, fostering growth.
I like the foster.
I wish that I had my iPad here because on my iPad I have a book for a class and it talks about how to build like a vision and a mission statement. And it had some really good points in it, but I can't for the life of me remember what they were. And I just read it last night. But you know, sometimes your brain goes not into nothing.
Or at least put it up there, and then foster above value. That was the other one.
Yeah, here's one that says we foster.
I know I missed the last meeting, but is there a reason why we're pulling away from like the second one on the city parks paper there?
That was for our vision.
Okay, so that is the vision.
Well, but then we looked at the other ones up there and said those
Oh,
were.
too
could be
long, right?
More mission.
Yeah,
So I mean, I don't see why we could.
The word
Go back
nurture
to-
for what?
because I think if the top of that one's pretty much saying the same thing as the second one, if we added the last sentence that Hannah wrote up there in red. Because I'm not sure, did we decide that we weren't trying to stick with like endless possibilities, or are we trying to keep that in there as like our,
The
That was the
endless
vision.
possibilities is the vision.
okay. Okay, then that's why it switched then, okay. That makes sense.
Okay, Cozart said nurture instead of foster. We commit to nurture the physical, social, emotional, academic, and creative growth of our children by empowering them, providing opportunities of hope, and celebrating successes.
How's that all translated? Because we gotta keep in mind, like the translatable.
How does that translate in Spanish?
Foster would be kind of difficult.
She said.
What about
foster would be a
nurture?
little
Foster would
Nurture
be,
would probably be simpler.
Nurture.
Yes. Mine is simple. Oh.
Kapua said we will explore endless possibilities by fostering the physical, emotional, social, academic, and creative growth of our Panthers by empowering them, providing opportunities of hope, and celebrating their successes.
I like that. Yeah.
We are dedicated to nurture.
Develop the physical, social, emotional.
Nurturing.
Like calling them Panthers.
Instead of children.
Yeah. And they feel part of this group. They're Panthers. Yeah.
We have 10 minutes left, just so everybody knows. 10.
word nurturing.
You do or you
It
don't?
seems like something a teacher should do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like a parent would do. Yeah.
What if we are dedicated to nurturing the physical, social, emotional,
That looks, I mean, it looks good.
Yeah, it sounds much better.
We're dedicated to nurturing the physical, social, emotional, and
It sounds more
academic.
personal than any of the others so
creative
far.
growth,
And a parent might
We
pick up on
care.
that
Like
too,
we
like,
care.
I want you to
Like we
nurture.
care.
Yeah, I want you to
Yeah.
nurture my
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's like we're gonna grow
It's
them.
doing it
We're
with
gonna grow them the right way.
responsibility, but also caring, so that sounds different.
If we change the word successes, efforts, I mean, I'm just, I'm
Yeah.
talking right now, I'm thinking, because we're talking about fail forward, like, because not everything's a success, but it's the
Yeah.
fact that they
True.
took a risk and they tried.
Yeah.
So change the successes to what?
Maybe efforts, or, I mean, I don't really
Somewhere like that,
efforts, but
Taking.
I don't know, I kind
about
of like
growth,
successes because a success for one student may not be a success for the other. Like they may have just shown growth in something, which would be celebrating that success. So I don't know if it means that you
Hey, I'm gonna
got
tell
the
you,
A,
we
but
celebrated
you-
so much growth today. I
you
was
know.
like,
Good.
y'all.
Celebrating growth.
yeah, like
Because you could have growth in all of it.
Yeah.
Do we already have growth somewhere?
We do have
We
growth,
do.
but why not put it again?
I like the word success.
Yeah.
It's positive and optimistic.
And it ties to this district's vision.
It ties to the district's vision, she said. Okay, can we like switch something around?
What if we did creative?
I'm not liking the by empowering them right there. Like it just, to me, like we
I think if we did by providing opportunities
of hope,
then
celebrating
empower-
successes and empowering them.
as well as empowering them, or something like that.
Like I don't,
Mhm.
it's because we are dedicated to nurture the physical, social, emotional, academic, and creative growth of our Panthers by providing opportunities of hope, celebrating successes, and empowering them. Like, yeah, because we have of our Panthers by empowering them, providing opportunities of hope, and celebrating successes. Like I feel like we're just
Yeah.
leaving something off the end. I don't know. That's just how I'm reading it. Like
Mhm.
it just makes more
what
sense.
if you accelerate successes through empowerment? Maybe not. Maybe it's a bad idea.
There are no bad ideas.
I think everybody's just, it's not first thing in the morning and we're not ready, it's 4:00. Like if we had a 7:00 meeting, I'd be all over it.
Oh.
I mean, I'm okay to meet at 7. She's like, I don't think so. Okay, Cozart said celebrating.
Yeah, I do, I mean, like maybe whoever our scribe is can type it out, like the way that we just
I got it.
said it. and then that
Celebrating
could-
individual successes.
Oh, that's good, because it is, everybody is different.
Instead of celebrating successes, Cozart said celebrating individual
No, it's
successes.
But also it's great success too. Like, it's school,
I think if
it's
we
a
just
class, it's a
Yeah.
As is,
grade.
it
But think
it
about
covers
it.
all the,
Yeah.
or individually.
Excuse me.
When I read the physical, social, emotional, academic, and creative, I keep getting tongue-tied, like reading it back to myself. I don't know if it's just me, but it probably is.
We-
But that's just a lot right there.
Let's add
I
some
mean,
pepper to it.
we
I mean,
need-
if we pepper it up, it doesn't have to be long like everybody else's. We
Yeah.
can let go of the status
Yeah.
quo and make it
Yeah.
short and simple.
I think the shorter it is, the better for the.
I agree.
So what if we did this? What if we started a new discussion, put this in there, and then peppered it up like we're talking about, and then next time we meet, we can go off of that.
We also need 2 or 3 of them, right, Kim? I mean, because
I think like 2 or 3, but that's.
we're gonna need a couple for them to choose from.
I think 3 is
Are we gonna need more than one vision?
We just, the vision set, we can't mission without
You-
vision.
Okay.
But I think we did 3 times. I think 3 is fine. You give them more and no one will be able to choose.
Do we want to play into some of the district's missions and visions by saying something like by empowering them to become lifelong learners, provide opportunities of hope and celebrate their successes, their individual successes?
We don't want to be copycats.
I think it's a good stopping point right
Yeah, my feet are a little cold.
now. They're cold.
They're, look how purple they are. No, like I'm sweating right now. But like, I don't know why my feet are purple.
Maybe
I need
Just take
your
her
little
permission
oxygen
and
thingy.
be safe.
Put it on my big toe.
I wonder
You
how
want
long
a
it took
stinky
the
cycle.
district to come up with theirs.
I don't know that it was a district.
now. Be careful.
Kapua, I'm recording. She went.
It was there.